This is an overview of the FacetPhone architecture to show how the different components tie together and all the things that are available for the complete system. Starting at the top, we have a cloud that's called a PSTN. This is the phone company. They supply you with the phone lines that come in either on the analog side, which would be standard POTS type lines, or the digital side, which would come in as like a T1. So we're going to go down this side. On the analog side, we're going to come in and bring those lines and plug them into what we call a media gateway for FXO ports. FXO is for outside lines, and it will plug in and using standard POTS lines for plain old telephone service. And we'll bring that into the network switch. All these devices have an IP address, plug into the network, and they're network devices. And to plug in the analog telephone stations, we have another similar device to the FXO gateway, and it's called an FXS gateway. Plug standard telephone analog phones into that, and each one will take up one port in the device. These phones have PBX type buttons on them to be able to park a call, put a call on hold, transfer a call, or do recording. Along with the phone, you have a GUI workstation so that you get complete access and control of the PBX system. And we're going to bring in the user's PC and plug it into the company network switch. That will keep the voice and data traffic separate, and then tie those two networks together so that the PCs can get to the PBX application to interact with it. From the company network, you have lines going out to the internet and then also to the headquarters VPN router so that remote users can connect and function just as if they were local telephone stations. This would be a home user's VPN router, teleworker, and he can be anywhere where he's got network connectivity. We also support SIP voice over IP trunks. You buy those from service providers like bandwidth.com or Altiva. Also MPLS network can come in here, and this can tie multiple locations together. Everyone works together off the same PBX from different locations, different buildings. Now for the digital side, we're going to bring that down and plug it into a T1 PRI gateway. This device will support up to 23 lines, all digital, and it's also a network device with its own IP, and we bring that down and plug it into the network switch. Following that, we're going to plug in the most important component of our system, and that's the PBX FacetPhone server. This is a control program. It keeps track of all active calls, all activity of the PBX, and does all the processing for voicemail processing and interfacing to the GUI stations. And we're going to then plug in the digital executive speaker phones. These are basically network-enabled phone devices. They're called IP phones. They have their own network IP address in each phone, and the GUI stations will work with those, or the analogs. Everybody gets a GUI station, whether you're either analog or digital, and bring that one down and plug it also into the network switch. So that gives you a basic overview of what the system looks like, how the components fit together, and what they look like.